Listings go from the MLS automatically go to Realtor.com. Whether you enhance your listings or not is a choice you can make. But your listing has a pinnable button which you can share onto Pinterest. Of course, don't forget the hashtags. And if you got the Pinterest hooked up to your Twitter account, those hashtags follow through. And then, of course, that goes to Facebook. My point is, Car and NAR both say use Pinterest or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook as a way to share the information, and they give you the information to share. So how many have a Twitter account? Get one. How many have a Pinterest account? Just the girls, I know.
Oh,
The rest of you guys need to get one. Facebook business account, of course. Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I really share on Instagram.
I can't believe they don't have
is
Instagram.
photos of
Holy
food.
smokes.
Yeah, there's a couple of people. Dude, you put a lot of stuff up there. All right, is my minute up?
I
Yes,
think so.
it is.
And
Facebook, Jacob, all you.
I was gonna say real quick, with what Bob is telling you, with all that craziness he just told you, he was trying to say it's simple. It's very easy. You can share through social sharing. Is so important because not only are you sharing, but you have these buttons that are the most popular right now for your consumers to help you share.
So they don't even need to think, just press share.
Press a
boom,
button and
done.
share.
Is
Simple
Instagram
as that.
popular?
Little bit. I mean, it's only the go-to photo app out there.
Statistics are that people want to see photos. They're kind of tired of all our text.
Yep.
And Instagram gives that to them.
Exactly.
Cool. Let's talk about Facebook. Who has a personal Facebook account? Everybody will, right? Same ones that have LinkedIn?
Yep.
But you don't have Yelp, the one that's going to get you listed. Exactly. So look, I'll talk to you about Facebook the way this is not just kind of a social media class. We're talking about specifically
Everything.
building your business. First, let me tell you what some of the faux pas. Plenty of people have Facebook accounts and they completely abuse it and do it wrong. And I think hopefully I'm not talking about you, but if you're in that space, you know what I'm talking about. They're constantly just posting these long threads of all their listings, their open houses, and they just use it for business. It's actually a violation of Facebook's rules, but Mark Zuckerberg seems to be too busy to kind of police it all.
Counting his billions.
Counting is billions.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that is not what it's about. He's the guy that created Facebook.
Didn't you see that
Kinda
movie?
rich.
Holy
Check this out.
smokes.
Facebook is a social site. It's a
Yeah.
place where you connect. I call it like the backyard barbecue. It's casual. It's where grandmas go on to see their grandkids across the country. It's where you can, post articles, things like that. So how does that turn into dollars? One of the things that I like to do when I'm training is to give you a picture. I would think of Facebook like a farm, like it's one of your target farms if I were you. It's a place where you can control the message, control how people think and feel about you, and control what they're seeing or hearing. So Facebook's like a farm. One of the things you have to learn with Facebook, and it's a discipline, and believe me, I'm not perfect at it, but once every month or so I have to sit down and do this, is you have to learn to create groups. Somebody say groups, so I know you're listening.
Groups.
You gotta create groups. Why groups? Because you're gonna have a bad day and you're gonna wanna say something that you don't want the whole world to see. But if you have your people compartmentalized into groups, you can have just your professional group, your past clients, or maybe your sphere of influence. You can have your relatives. Like in my database, I'll talk to you about later, contextually, I have A, B, C, and D buckets. So each bucket is a different group. Same thing with Facebook. So some of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you might see some of my rants. That means we're probably friends because I have you in more of a friend group. Others of you go, I don't think Jacob's funny at all when he said I was funny, because you're probably not in that group for whatever reason. Maybe you look too starchy in your picture and I thought you wouldn't appreciate it. I have to make that kind of initial gut reaction when I'm grouping. But anyway, groups, and then you can control your message. So if you have past clients and people like that, you can control what you're saying to them. The one gal said she does Facebook ads. Facebook ads can be great. Facebook ads can really be good because you can pick the demographic of exactly who you're pushing out your ad to. What do you advertise? You could be advertising an open house. What I'm finding that works a lot with my coaching clients is that they're advertising free property valuation reports or lists of hot properties in the area, and you're getting this out to consumers, and your ad's there, and you can put a picture that gets their attention, and you pay per click. And it's not that expensive. It's a lot cheaper than Yelp's pay-per-click, which is $3.75 a click. So
Yeah.
Facebook ads are good. So when you look at Facebook, the key for me is to learn to be social and interact. Don't be one-dimensional. One of my biggest pet peeves in Facebook is people that go on and they'll just post a link to an article because that's what the guru trader told them to do. But they have no commentary. They don't have an opinion about it. So anybody could just link an article. Who cares?
It's lazy.
It's lazy. What's your commentary? What's your opinion? Because that's what sells. That's what people care about. And then if somebody asks a question or comments, get the conversation going. Think about it. It's social media. What if you went to a party, you just went, hello, market's good, and they're talking and you walk away. Hello, market's good, good time to buy. Hey, good market right now, good time to buy. And they're like, really, why? I don't hear anything, I just walked away. Is that a social?
No.
That's what we do on
That's
our Facebook.
awesome.
Market's
That's
good,
awesome.
bye-bye, I'm not interested in your response. It's not social media. Social media is interacting. Fair enough, right? So, and then it depends on your demographic. It's like, well, I got so many things to do. What this class is about is getting the 4 or 5 things you have to be doing in terms of social media. You don't have to be on every site out there. And there are some neat widgets that connect them all together. Although there is a downside to that because your hardcore Twitter followers are not going to want everything that fits in the Facebook social media realm. There are cultures or behaviors that each different social media platform has. But when it comes to sharing photos and stuff like that, that pretty much goes across the board. Whether it's, is it Pinterest or Pinterest?
It's Pinterest, but he thinks there's 2 sites.
Yeah. Yeah. Pinterest. It's like realtor. When people say realtor, I go,
Yes.
thank you.
And there's a
With a
fake
little
door.
thing at the end.
Fake door.
So look, bottom line with Facebook is this. It's like a farm. You can, every time you close a deal, you should add your client to your Facebook. Request them as a friend. And most of them will be on there. I got the data. This is just as of January of this year. I don't know if you saw that. 1.23 billion users. Billion users. That's freaking nuts. And look, here's the thing. We're going to talk about door knocking, farming, canvassing, all that kind of stuff. But here's the problem. That you should do because that's busy work. You'll get in shape. You'll go face to face with people. But the thing is, you got to go where the people are at. Where are the people at?
Facebook.
I mean, about a fifth of our population is on Facebook. You know how crazy that is?
Un momento.
No, I'm on a roll. I'm going to keep going.
Keep going. Go. Go.
A fifth of the population is on Facebook. Nobody answers their door when I knock on doors. Nobody picks up their phones. I went to a Mike Ferry thing and he wants me to make phone calls. Nobody picks up the phone. Look, you should do all that kind of stuff, but where are they? They're not answering their phone. Maybe they're on
Facebook.
computer, yeah. You answer to, but they're on Facebook. So get that in your mind. Where are they at? This is the shift to the new industry. Yelp, Facebook, review sites, Twitter, Pinterest, having a blog, getting out there. Video. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't give you more time to talk about video because video is huge. The data on how people want to watch little videos that are informational. It's so through the roof. I mean, that's what people want. And that's what being a good marketer is, or marketeer, is figuring out what people want and giving it to them. I think everybody in here should subscribe to, now my mind just went blank, the Entrepreneur Magazine. It is the coolest magazine, and everything in there is what we're talking about. What consumers' appetite is, what's working, how long they watch. Everything's in Entrepreneur Magazine. And if you have an iPad, you can get it for free. So that's Facebook. I mean, not
Good
for free.
stuff.
You can get it for your iPad.
Good stuff.
I just want to give Jacob a round of applause, don't you guys?
Killing it.
Your passion, everything that you exude. Man, I'd hate to follow you, Mr. Matt Ahlmann with
Damn
Twitter.
it.
Let's go.
Damn it. Why do I have to go next? So what are we talking about? Twitter. Okay. So I want to kind of back up a little bit in regards to how we kicked it off with Bob. He talked about pretty much setting yourself up for success by making sure you're in the right directories and things like that. And I'm going to give you 2 gold nuggets, so you're going to want to write these down. Number 1, especially if you're a business owner in here, Yext, yext.com will do a lot of this grunt work for you, where you can plug in your address to the company, your name, your phone number. You can do it as agents as well. And ultimately what's going to come back is it's going to say, hey, you've done really well on these, 30 sites, but there's 167 different other places that you should be online that you're not. And we're talking about Bing, Facebook, Yahoo, Google Places, all these different things that consumers are searching. And when Bob was talking about going to Google Places, consumers are that smart right now that they're going to say, forget Google, and they'll go straight to Google Places to research different businesses. And if you're not coming up, you're going to miss a tremendous opportunity. And where I'm going with this is that there's an actual directory for Twitter, and it's under wefollow.com. You got to plug in your name to make sure that you're actually active in that directory, because people put the most darndest things in there, like Realtor Diva and all this other nonsense. I don't know that that is you. I don't know that you're the happiestrealtor.com. I don't know that. I would like to know that it's your first and last name, or if you have a specific brand, that's what they call your handle or your title to Twitter. And that's going to be a huge, huge thing for you. So wefollow.com, make sure that you're in the directory. Now, Twitter, do you need it? I don't believe that you absolutely need it, but you can do some damage there. One of the greatest things about Twitter is you can gather news source information. Do you think I wake up and I watch the news to gather my information? No, I don't. I pull up my phone and I actually go to Facebook or I go to Twitter. And that's how I find out people pass away, people got traded to a team.
I always know it's raining because everybody puts it on Facebook.
Yeah, that's how you find out what's trending. It's like,
Out the window anymore.
I already know it's like tomorrow I'm going to get all the stupid St. Patrick's Day posts, and if I'm not wearing green, like you know what's going to happen the next day because of what's going on trending on these different sites. But for those of you who are really concerned with what content to create, because I think you need a content strategy. And what I mean by that is for your video content, for your different posts, we need to do that thing where we talk about it all the time, about working on the business versus working in the business all day. You got to take time to mastermind and prepare. Jacob was just talking about it earlier. He has to take time out and position himself to do such a thing. When you're doing content strategy, how many of you get stuck and say, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to post? So you don't post. And then you don't know and you can't gauge the response of what others do or do not like. So if you create a content strategy, this is how I would do it if I were you. I would figure out, am I working with and focusing on buyers? Am I focusing on sellers? Am I focusing on conventional? Am I focusing on short sales? And then let's go into the actual demographic of this. Am I going 55 plus? Am I going for the millennials? And am I going for the younger ones?